Hello everybody, it's Party Cthulhu here and welcome back to our Pokémon Resurgence Blue Rescue Team. In the last episode, as you can see from our lovely map, we went through Mount Blaze after being chased as a fugitive on our long journey of being fugitives. And we defeated Moltres and made our way here to the Frosty North, to Frosty Forest. Somehow it's directly right next to Mount Blaze. In this episode, we're going to go through Frosty Forest, continue our long and arduous journey. But first, as always, we're going to check our storage. Because luckily we get, I gotta skip the link box on me. We do get another storage point. What should I take? Another apple. I've been kind of low on apples. That, oh, I did get the heal ribbon earlier as a rescue mission reward. Hold item that speeds up Pokemon's natural HP regeneration, but their belly goes down faster. This could be pretty useful, but I'm not going to take it right now. I guess I'll take another Oranberry. Maybe I'll take an orb. I think I have the radar orb. No, we'll stick with this. Now let's see, Skipper, are you ready? I am so ready. I am so pumped to play this section of the game. I've been recording since episode 10 today. That was all recorded in one session, by the way. I am totally ready. Which way should we go? As with Mount Blaze, we saw the rock path. Frosty Forest has the snow path, which is a permanently missable dungeon if you do not do it before you get to the peak of Frosty Forest, or I guess it wouldn't be the peak. You know what, actually I'm gonna edit that out because that was technically kind of a spoiler. Okay, what was that effect? Is that... Does Zero doesn't have like pure power, so I have no idea what effect that was. Yes, if you do not go here, this is a permanently missable dungeon, just like Rock Path, so don't miss it. If you want to see it. Of course, it's not really that helpful. I mean, if you just really need the experience, I would kind of like more apples. I'm of course going to be going through it because, as I said before, I do want to do everything in this game. Speaking of everything in this game, wow, nice spawn. There was actually a phenomenon that could have happened in Mount Blaze that we didn't see that I really hope happens in this dungeon because it's going to be a major part of the game. Your status and mini counter. Any damage from physical moves is partially returned. That actually sounds pretty good. I like how that sounds. So I'm going to take it. Most Wonder Orbs are, of course, suppressed during boss fights, so not going to be helpful in a boss fight. Ooh, we see Nose Pass here. Have we seen Nose Pass before? I swear we've seen it in like Auto Decay or something. That was some weird lag right there. I definitely hit a button. That was not the basic attack right there. I really hope that phenomenon happens because it's going to be a pretty major part of the game. Oh my god, are they going to give us any item that isn't Gravel Rocks? Like, please, something? Ooh, Pineco. I do like Pineco. It evolves into a pretty cool Pokemon, Fortress. No, I don't want any more Gravel Rocks. Oh my god, is it gonna spawn any item but a Gravel Rock? Here are last floor snow path. These are all 4 floors as we saw with the rock path earlier. Nothing really special. Just a little snowy dungeon. I'm a pretty big fan of the snow. Every single person who lives in Northern US will be like, well, you don't have to deal with it all the time. Like, yeah, I don't, alright? Do you want like a medal for saying that? And just in case you think that we haven't had to deal with bad and snow, keep in mind I live in Texas. What the? Isn't this where we started? Yeah, we saw this dialogue before. Yeah, keep in mind I live in Texas. You guys remember, this is being recorded in 2022. You guys remember that big freeze we had earlier this year where we had many people die and people had no power for like 2 weeks? And like, I was lucky. I live in an essential power grid, so I didn't lose power, but we didn't have running water for a week. Let me tell you, trying to live in a house with no running water for a week where 7 people live in the house and all have to use the bathroom is not very kind. So let's go ahead and head on to Frosty Forest. It's gonna be freezing cold, but let's try our best. Yeah, I don't really do well in the cold. I have a weak constitution. I'm a heat person. I do perfectly fine. It's a little... This is like... Man, I gotta be honest, this game, this dungeon really nailed the like dead foliage look. Because it like looks perfect. Ooh, what is this? There's Shockwave TM. All right, we don't really need 2 of them. Oh, actually, this is a good time to mention. So you may be wondering about, actually, you're probably not wondering because you probably have played the main series Pokemon games. You know that Pokemon can't like relearn a move they already know. In Mystery Dungeon, you actually can. Pokemon can know the same move more than once. I don't know if it's just normally possible through just TMs. It might be like move relearning only. But I'm pretty sure I literally could have just taught Sparky Shockwave twice. This, of course, means that you have double the PP for it, but you have a little less move variety. So it could be useful, depending on your specific build. You never know. Actually, you do know if you use your mind and your brain. I guess now all these dungeons have been like story time. Oh, get over here. So I guess. Okay, I did say I was gonna share story time with my brother's first playthrough through Pokemon Platinum. So as I said before, my brother knew nothing about Pokemon. His extent of knowledge was he knew that Blastoise was a Pokemon, and that's because his Xbox Live friend had Blastoise in his gamer tag. So yeah, apart from that, literally knew nothing. Special band. I'll take another Max Elixir. So yeah, other than that, knew nothing. Kind of wanted to play one because he had just played through Chrono Cross, so he's like, oh yeah, I like RPGs. It was kind of, oh boy, there's a lot of stories from that playthrough. But I decided I'm gonna play through at the same time as him because, you know, I want him to get the full experience with trading and everything because Pokemon really is a social game at its heart. So he did this. I loaded the Japanese version of Platinum just for funsies, and he played through. If you want to know how slow I am at nicknaming stuff, I bet if this Mr. Dungeon series was not already a key to you, which I guess I've actually been pretty speedy on naming stuff in this game. But we started at the exact same time when we played. We stopped at the exact same point, which is right when you leave Sandgem Town. And keep in mind, I've played through Gen 4 Pokemon before, like I had it as a kid. And I finished an hour and a half after he did because I spent that long nicknaming my starter. Can I chase down the Sentret? No, but okay, you could have done that earlier. So yeah, it literally took me that long to name my starter. We have a Ditto on this floor. As said before, Ditto just completely sucks in this game because it doesn't copy opponents' moves when it uses Transform, so it literally can only use Struggle. Because I don't think its learn set even has anything else in this game. Except, well, there might be one move I think of that it can learn. But I'd have to check. But oh, what's a good story? Oh, you know what? I have an ice-related story from that playthrough. So, 7th gym leader, Candace in Platinum. She's an ice-type gym leader. So my brother's team at this point was his starter Turtwig. It was a Torterra by this point, because he basically only used it. A Machamp that I traded him, which, oh god, there's another big story with that one. So yeah, that was his team. Let's see. What else was on his team? He didn't really have another team by this point. Because this fight was like the wake-up call to him. So he got to Candace. He tried to sweep the entire thing with his Torterra that was quad weak to ice. Learned that was not a good idea, even though he did know the type chart. He just tried to do it anyway, and then got really mad that it didn't work. Oh, this is a Ditto. Trying to use his Machamp against Frostlass, that's his name, the Ice Ghost type. I'm really getting interrupted by this. Someone has intruded upon the forest. The enfeebled flow of icy winds. Is the intrusion to blame? It must be stopped. For it is to protect the forest. I really had to get interrupted by that in the middle of the story. Wow, another stair spawn. Incredible. So yeah, he got to Frostlass. He attempted to try and solo it with a Machamp. And ignored that it was Ghost type. And also that it had, oh yeah, also, I believe Frostlass has Levitate. He kept trying to hit it with Earthquake and was confused why it wasn't working. And then got one shot by it. Because Torterra's quad weak to ice. So yeah, this all happened, and you smart cookies out there who know a lot of Pokemon are probably questioning why he couldn't hit this Frostlass if he's using a Machamp with no guard. Oh boy, I'll cover that in a second. He proceeded to use 14 revives on Candace, and barely won when it was, I believe, it was forced to struggle at the end, and it struggled. The Frostlass struggled itself to death, to KO, not to death. But yeah, that was his fight against Candace, and the reason why his Machamp couldn't hit the Frostlass, all you smart cookies out there would be like, well, Machamp has no guard for its ability. It can't possibly. I think no guard hits through type immunities. I'm not sure because I haven't used Machamp that much. I'm pretty sure it hits through type immunities though. And then, so you guys have been wondering, well, what happened? So I traded him this Machamp, remember? It turns out I traded him the wrong one. Because I didn't look at its ability before I traded it to him. I just picked one. I named it Hatoriki after the one that I used in my playthrough of Green, actually. So it had Guts for its ability instead. And so I told him that. I told him, okay, I'll fix this. I'll catch you a Machop that has no guard, don't worry. So I traded him the Machop. It was named Flacklock, named after the wonderful VTuber. That actually is the reason why I started VTubing. And he proceeded to use the wrong one for the entirety of the entire game. So, it got to the end of the game, and he just asked me to, like, basically hack the levels that he got on the other one onto his no-guard Machamp. So I did, because I'm nice. And yeah, that was the story of that, and, I had to help him construct his entire team at the end of the game because he got completely walled by everything at the end of the game because he only raised basically 2 Pokemon. It was really only his Machamp and his Torterra. He really did not use any other Pokemon at all. So I got him a Sneasel that got into Weavile because he was missing like a good Ice type. Or anything use Ice type moves, he was going to get walled by Cynthia, which I completely decimated with Porygon Z. Turns out Porygon Z can stall against Spirit Tomb. Set up a nasty plot and agility and then one-shot her entire team. So, you know, pretty cool. I had to get him a Sneasel. I think that was it. I think those were the only 3 members that he actually had throughout the entire game. He got a Fearow in post-game, which I told him if he wanted a flying type, there was like 50 million better options, but he proceeded to go with Fearow. Absolutely convinced that it was the absolute best flying type of all time. Actually, no, okay, another story. He was absolutely convinced that the best flying type of all time was Honchkrow because he actually died in the Cyrus fight, getting completely walled by Honchkrow, trying to hit it with Dynamic Punch on his Guts Machamp, and he couldn't figure out why it was missing the whole time, because I told him that it was not possible to miss if he had it on no guard. Here we are at the halfway point. Frosty clearing. Sure, I'll save, I guess. It doesn't really matter, I have backup saves all the time, so... Yeah, I guess this is just story time of my brother's playthrough of Platinum. Is there any other story? Ooh, weather, snow. I believe this will cut our... This will cut our accuracy? Is this ice type? Yeah, ice type. Well, you know what? I want it. Max belly size increase. Whoa. Is there any other funny stories from it? His team was a disaster. He barely got through the game just because he grinded insanely. Anything else that was funny? I can't think of anything. There's got to be some good ones. Oh, Reviver Seed. Hello. Didn't expect to see you here. Luckily, we already have the... I was gonna say premonition, but no, it's actually a known fact that this dungeon's going to be short. So I can just drop the apples. Hello, blue gummy. I'm eating that. That is mine. I'm the skill efficiency expert. Does this matter for me? What is this? No, because I get to target my own foes. Don't worry. Oh, I'm trying to think if there's anything else funny. I think that's about it. There's probably a lot of other funny things that I just can't remember. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to see him play the game, He didn't read a single bit of text, so he got stuck at a lot of points because he just didn't read anything. He tried to insist to me that he read the text, but given that he didn't know his Machamp had guts, even after I told him to look at it, I think that's not the case, so. Yeah, he was so firmly convinced that Fearow was the greatest flying type, that Fearow and Honchkrow were the greatest flying types of all time in a game where Staravia exists. I felt so bad for him. I told him to use Staravia, he didn't listen. He really struggled against the end of the game. Ooh, nice level up, finally. 27, we're almost there. 28, we're gonna get a big power spike. Can you tell I've been watching League of Legends Worlds? Yeah, we'll leave it on that. Oh, wait. This is longer. Another clear gummy. I want to save all these gummies. I'll eat an Oranberry, whatever. We have a Reviver Seed. I think we have 2 of them, actually, don't we? Just 1. Yeah, we have 2. We're good. Oh my god, another blue gummy. Just for me? Just for me? IQ went up significantly. I'm getting so much smarter. Skipper's gonna be like me someday. Skipper's gonna get a math degree like me. That's a common misconception, that mathematicians are smarter than a lot of people. I guarantee you, we're just as dumb as everybody else out there. I am living proof of this. You know what, we're just gonna go. Oh, this is actually fairly longer than the other dungeons, and we're getting snow again. Snow is so rare. Oh, another blue gummy. Snow is so rare where I live. It's really, really rare. Another Reviver Seed. I have to take this. I mean, come on. It's a Reviver Seed. You can't say no to it. It's like literally the best item in the game. It's your get out of jail free card. It's the, you can get unlucky to a crit and you don't lose your entire dungeon expedition. I have so many max because I can really just spam all these moves too. Oh, I should check Sparky's PP. He's only used like 2 moves. Sure, we traveled far into this forest. I think we'll be out if we can get through this part. Shouldn't be far. Let's keep going. Huh? Skipper, did you just say something? I didn't think so. I thought I heard a voice. Must have imagined it. Turn back. You may not pass. Who's there? You're forbidden to pass. If you persist in trying to pass, then so be it. But only after you've defeated me. It's too bright. Ice around us is reflecting this light. I am Articuno, the Warder of Ice. Those that enter the forest, I shall destroy with all my might. Let us begin. And it wouldn't be complete without the rule of 3s. This is Articuno, the last of the legendary birds for us to take on. Arguably the weakest of all of them. Ice type, not a great type, but you know, we don't really have anything better to do than check Gravel Rock. Free 20 damage. We're gonna take it out the same with all the legendary birds. I think Ice Beam would be normal. I think Ice resists itself, so I don't know. Ice is just such a terrible defensive type that you never know. Luckily, if Sparky actually decides to use something like Shockwave, it'll completely demolish it. Let's just use Ice Beam. Yeah, it's normal damage. That did a lot of damage. Can you please not use Quick Attack? Please use like Shockwave or something. We get this epic boss fight music as we take out this legendary bird. It's definitely my favorite of the legendary birds. Wow, so many misses. Okay, Link moves are almost out of PP. That's a little scary. Go Shockwave. Boom. Easy. Please, Articuno. We have to get through, no matter what it takes. Please let us pass. No, I cannot allow your passage. Why? Why can't we pass? The frigid forest air has warmed considerably in recent times. Warmed up? I'm still freezing, but... The flow of frigid air has been disturbed in the forest. Snow has started to melt. Snow is melting, snow that has never melted before. This has never happened, even once. Then you appeared in the forest. Is this not your doing? We don't have anything to do with that. It's a coincidence. Please, Articuno, hear me out. It isn't our fault that the snow started melting here. It's not just here. Natural calamities are taking place everywhere right now. Forced frigid airflow would have been disturbed even if we hadn't come. Is that all? You expect me to believe that? Enough of your foolish talk. Prepare for your end. Stop it. Absol? There's nothing false in what they said. Calamities are indeed occurring in nature everywhere. Is that true? Yes. I have the ability to sense natural disasters. The calamities taking place now are of a special nature. I've never experienced such before. So there are calamities besides this. Fine. I will choose to believe you. You may pass. Articuno. However, you must try to prevent the calamities from spreading. I'm counting on you. Yep, we promise, Articuno. Phew, that was too close. Thank you. You saved us. Rather than saying thanks, focus on stopping the calamities before they worsen. If they are left unchecked, worse will befall us. My instinct warns me so. I sense the terrible power of the natural calamities. I was led here by my feelings of foreboding. I think it would be best if we combined forces. I will join you. Huh? You will? Really? Really. To put an end to the calamities, cooperation is vital. Let me lend you my powers. Thank you, Absol. Absol joined the team. Someone has said recruitment wasn't gonna happen. Well, that was only mostly true. Giving it to Absol. So this is actually one that I know what I'm going to do, because this was a specific request from one of my friends. He specifically requested this Pokemon be named after him. So there you go, Jacob. I'm sure there's some biblical meaning to that. And so, after getting through Frosty Forest, Skipper's team headed further north. The more they advanced, the harsher the conditions became. Would you like to save your adventure? Actually, I would. Icy Mountain Path seems to go on forever. We walked a long way here. Sparky looks exhausted too. We were running all this time out of desperation. What's in store for us ahead? Are you really doing the right thing? This is too cold. There's nothing but snow now. Scenery's been the same for a while. I wonder if we're really making progress. Hey, Skipper, I was thinking. I think we come to a place that's empty except for us. I have this feeling there's nothing ahead of here, even if we keep moving. I'm getting exhausted. We too, what's gonna happen to us? Well, truth be told, I really don't know, and I don't like to fill things with false, empty positivity, but Sparky's the kind of person that I don't know how he'll take this bottom one, so don't worry, we'll be fine. Sure, that's right. There isn't any point in wondering about what might happen, not after coming this far. Sorry, Skipper. I was just feeling sorry for myself. I have faith in you, Skipper. That's what brought me here. That's not changing. I still have faith in you, Skipper. I'll keep going wherever you go. Yes, Sparky trusts me without any doubt. I can't afford to be indecisive. I have to believe in myself more. What? What was that? Dizzy. Or what? Huh? Something wrong, Skipper? Finally. Finally, you've arrived. Someone's talking to me? Sparky? No, this voice isn't Sparky. This voice. I've heard it somewhere. Finally, you've arrived. I've been waiting for you. Gardevoir? I'm so glad. Finally, we get to meet. You're... what? Skipper, is something the matter? Why are you talking to yourself? I cannot be seen by others. I'm visible only to you. A little farther ahead, there's a jagged mountain range topped by Mount Freeze. Inside its peak, Ninetales lives. Ninetales? Ninetales awaits your arrival. Beware. Oh, wait! Hey, Skipper, Skipper! What's the matter? What happened? Oh, so something like that happened. Gardevoir appeared to you. That's why you're looking so stunned earlier. I'm amazed though. Ninetales isn't just a legend, it really exists. And that Ninetales is up at the peak. Skipper, all the effort we put into getting here, it's finally gonna bear fruit. We'll meet Ninetales and get the truth. We'll finally get rid of the suspicions others have about you, Skipper. Awesome. Wow, do I want to say dot. I didn't actually count that, by the way. Or dot. I go with the top one. Listen, Skipper, don't be so worried. I'll be alright. It's only natural that you would be scared of meeting Ninetales, Skipper. Heartless human and abandoned Gardevoir. It may be you. I can understand how you could think that. But that's impossible. You're not that human, I'm sure. How can you say that? I mean, again, I said before I'm a mathematician. I don't like to ascribe empty truths. I don't know. I don't even know what. That's not at all what I'm trying to say here. But you guys know what I mean. How can you say that? Well, there was a time when I had some doubts, but now I wonder why. I really don't know why, but it's all right. Skipper, you're a really good sort. Well, intuition is something that's really pretty important. I've been told I have pretty good intuition, so. You know, before, when I first got the idea to start a rescue team, I met you in the tiny wood, Skipper. Now that I think about it, there's something different about you. It's strange, isn't it? But Skipper, I believe in you. Anyway, we'll know the truth when we get to the peak. Skipper, let's do our best. Yep, let's do our best as always, as Sparky said. That's going to be all for this time. We made it all the way through Frosty Forest in our continuing journey north. And in the next episode, we're going to go through Mount Freeze and seek the truth at the top from Ninetales. Alright, see you all then.